Right on cue. Good afternoon. How's everyone doing? Good. Come on. I know it's September, but come on. How's everyone doing? Good. A little better. I'm not going to press it upon you. So thank you again. Can you believe it's already September 6th? All right. Summer's gone, folks. We're at the last. Well, one thing is we do live in Southern California, so we do have that beautiful weather. Yeah. But in all honesty, September's upon us, and before you know it, October, November, December. Anything and everything that you do right now will resonate for 2024. Are you guys excited?
Oh, yes.
Okay, you should be. All right, this is where you need to roll up your sleeves. Do the diamond push-ups, right? I'm still hurting from last week. That was fun. That was kind of exciting, by the way. Oh my God. That was, I just did it and said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do it. And not just do regular push-ups, but I said, I'm going to do diamond push-ups. And if it wasn't for my hands slipping, I would have done like 5. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started. Who wants to start us off with our mission and our beliefs? Who wants to volunteer? Okay, you got volunteered. Come on, so stand up. Let's give her a round of applause. Come on. All right, so how we start is we start with our mission, then we start with our belief, and then we finalize it with our vision. Okay? On the count of 3. 1, 2, and 3.
Our mission to provide agents with a place where they will be empowered, trained, and motivated to experience growth, wealth, and a legacy that allows them to live their best life possible.
Our belief.
Our belief. When the values of our company align with our own, you know you've found your professional home.
All right, and our mission. Vision, I should say.
Our vision. To achieve amazing professional and personal development so that Keller Williams South Bay remains the agency of choice.
Awesome, good job. I didn't mean to throw you on the spot, but we needed to do that. That's sometimes what we call getting out of your comfort zone, right? Thank you, appreciate you. All right, next slide, Natalie, please. All right, let's bring our food sponsor and how you doing? Frank, you working out right now?
Frank,
okay. I'm gonna test it with some push-ups. Just kidding, just kidding.
So hi, my name's Andre. I'm actually most of your guys' termite guy. Quick thing about my background is we do 24-hour turnaround on our reports. Our company's been based since 1996. We're probably the only company out there that does 5-year warranties on our fumigation. So anything you guys need a fumigation, we'll take care of that. We prime and paint our wood before we put it back up, and pretty much have good friendly customer service. You can text me, my phone number's on the card. If you have any second opinions, you don't want to go through the office, I can always get a text to you guys, and I'll just text you guys back. So, you guys enjoy your food.
That was it. Awesome. So, what's typical your turnaround time from the moment someone calls you? I know you guys are super busy, and I'm assuming you have a pretty large crew. What does that look like if someone is looking for a termite inspection done?
So termite inspection is fast. We can probably get the termite inspection in a week.
Okay.
The hard part is the woodwork. The woodwork usually takes about 2 weeks to schedule that. And then our fumigation, if you guys did 10 a house, I got probably 10 within 4 days. It's not us, the gas company takes about 4 days to shut off the gas. And yes, the gas company comes out and shut off the gas because I think that's the California state law. So I mean, I can't really go around it. It's called the gas company. They shut the gas, put the 10 on. You guys come back to the house.
Beautiful, awesome. Appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Next slide. We have our September birthdays. If any of you are on this list, please stand up. No September birthdays? Or are you just being a little shy? All right. So If you happen to see anyone that is on this list, Jennifer Shira is on this list. Tracy, Kyoko, Chris Rivera. Chris, oh, that's right. You're the birthday. Birthday. Big list, but I still think June's list is big. So congratulations to all of our September birthdays. And I love that little video with the dog licking the cake, which I don't think that should be, no chocolate, right? That looks like a chocolate cake. So, all right, next slide. Next is our anniversary. So our KW anniversary, a big list of people on here. Jason, Jenica, Lewis, Alexis. So a big list. So please, again, if you happen to know any of the agents, I see Cheyenne, and I know Cheyenne's on Zoom. Please congratulate them at their KW anniversary. Okay. All right. Next slide, please. All right, now we have our vendor spotlight, Orange Coast title.
Hey.
You're perfect, right? Hi,
y'all. I'm Joanne Gallen, Orange Coast Title. I'm a local title rep here. I live in the South Bay. So I walked in and I thought I heard Simon say it's almost fourth quarter. So did I hear you say that? It's time to get going? Yeah. Because it is. So, it's less than a month away from the beginning of the fourth quarter. I mean, I don't know how this is happening. So the unsuccessful agents, once it hits fourth quarter, holidays are starting, they're done. They're done. But that's not you guys. So here's an idea. Tell me what y'all think about it. So how about we get a list of people celebrating an anniversary of their home purchase. Not that you sold it to them, but it's 5 years that they've been living in the home, or 10 years, or 15 years. And how about send them a personal card, a congratulations card? Chances are their own agent is not doing it. That's going to set you apart. That's going to totally set you apart from doing some from those agents, and then follow up. So we have some great tools at OCT for the title, and we could pull these. We could pull that for you. We could pull you 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, and it's simple. It's not going to cost you anything other than a stamp and a card. And reach out to these people with your card in it. It's something new. It's something different, and like I said, chances are their own agents not doing it. So we could pick an area, and we could individually give you an area where you want to farm, or where you have been farming, and we'll pull those people for you. So that's tip number 1 today. What do you think of that? Anybody who do it?
Give me Torrance came here, Jojo.
What do you say?
Torrance came here.
Torrance, oh, all right, I got you.
10 years.
Give me a zip code.
90505.
All right, that's it.
10 years.
All right, you got it.
Thank you.
You got to take me. So, something else that, I collaborate a lot with my fellow title people at my company that are really successful. And, we have a nice brainstorming every couple of weeks. So a lot of ideas I bring are from them, and these are really successful reps. Divorce is inevitable. So how about besides reaching out to people that have had recent divorces or going through recent divorces, how about go after divorce attorneys, bankruptcy attorneys, financial planners? And when I say go after, network with them. Let's meet them. Those are great referral sources. I don't know. Is anybody from a networking group like a BNI or you're in it?
Not BNI.
No, but like a
something similar.
Something similar. Yes. And you get a lot of business.
I do.
Yeah. I guarantee there's an attorney in your group.
There is, and I'm actually doing some deals with them right now.
See, that's terrific. That's perfect. Because those people can be a great partner for your business. So those are my 2 little tips for today. I'm going to pimp a few events coming up. If that's okay. All right. So yes, I did say that. Yes, I do stand up Tuesdays.
I'm gonna be front row.
So, next week, so everybody, this month is Realtor Awareness Safety Awareness Month. So there's 2 great events coming up next week. Tuesdays is free. South Bay Board of Realtors, you don't have, if you're a member, it's free for you. I think from 10 to 11, I probably have it on this flyer right here. Then I'm gonna leave here. It's personal safety. It's gonna be an hour-long class. They're gonna have some personal, what are these called? I don't have my glasses. Singers, yeah, they're gonna have all that to sell. Zappers. Zappers, yeah, zappers. That would be fun. That is it's Tuesday from 10 to 11. Like I said, I'm gonna leave some flyers here, but I think it's a great event. So if you're all free on Tuesday from 10 to 11, sign up, come by. It's gonna, I think it's gonna be a great class. And then on I never have my ring on, ever, and it's on. You say that in front of me?
That's $25 to KW Cares. It doesn't matter. You're contributing $25.
All right, so Friday, not this Friday, it'll be for Friday. PD is doing an actual self-defense class from I think it's from 1 to 2:30 or 1:30 to 3. I'm going to leave that here as well. There's a charge on that class, but that's an actual, you know, key. Do that again.
The karate girl.
Key.
Oh my God.
This is silly. Almost. Anyway, also, I'm almost done.
We're gonna be playing that Oscar music soon.
Okay, all right. So, anybody ever been to Top Golf?
Yeah.
Top Golf, did you like it?
We got some comedians in the audience.
So Wednesday from 4 to 6. I know. You're funny. I thought you're gonna be front row for sure. 4 to 6. Wednesday the 27th. Top golf event, food, and for one price. What is that? Wednesday the 27th of this September 27th. Sign up soon because it's limited. But there's going to be food, drink included in the one price for Top Golf. So, and the last event, actually, I'm going to say, I'm going to cut it here. I'm going to want you to know. I'm going to. You're my favorite. Anyway, so this great events, I'm going to leave the flyers here for y'all. Please sign up and reach out to me if you want me to help you pull the 5-year, 10-year, 15-year list. I think it's a great idea. Again, it's very economical. You'll just handwrite a letter, a card. Say congratulations to the party, and that's it. Any questions?
Any questions for her? I think all the questions are ready.
Am I done?
Yes. Well, I like the can I see that flyer with the top real quick?
All of it.
All of them.
Well,
Yeah.
oh wait, you know what? I'm gonna get this to wedding.
All right, so Tom, is that a tournament? Is it this tournament?
No, it's gonna be a fun event.
Okay.
You'll just sign up and there's gonna be, I think there's gonna be prizes. It's just gonna be a lot of fun. The young professionals, you know, from the South Bay Board, yes, and I'm part of it, but obviously I'm not young, and obviously.
You're young and fun.
I'm young and fun, that's, yeah.
That's all that matters. Awesome. Let's give her another round of applause. I don't know what it was today, but thank you. All right. All right, let's continue with our team meeting. So next up, we've got Regina Lark with A Clear Path. So welcome back.
Thank you.
How are you?
Great. It's so nice to be here.
Yes.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
I remember you.
Now you remember.
I do remember.
Not that I hear a lot. So, before I actually continue with the presentation, I want you to know that Jennifer is our new to my company, outside sales manager. And she's gonna pass around a sign-in sheet. I'll be raffling off books. Oh wait, no, we're not doing that. I'm raffling off books. If you want to be in the raffle, give it in. Okay. Or pass it down. So, hi everybody. My name is Regina Lark. My company is A Clear Path. I'm 15 years old next week. And I do a lot of these types of presentations, and I always like to start with a song. And so, join in when you know the words. Oh, it's the clutter outside. Oh, the clutter inside is frightful. And my dear, it's not delightful. So let's give it the old go. Everybody, let it go, let it go, let it go. Reminded me I can do John Lennon at the end. Okay. But I think it's Rod Stewart.
Living on a plane.
I think it's sexy and I really need it. Now you tell me let it go. So I am really excited about the work that we do. So my company is A Clear Path. We cover all of Los Angeles and Orange County. And we are tasked with hoarding remediation, online estate sale auctions. We declutter, we pack, we unpack, we organize, we back up. If I develop a relationship with one of you, and it's a good one, you know, it's a good relationship, no like, trust, prefer, right? I will gladly accept payment out of the escrow account. Because I know that a lot of our clients are house rich, cash poor. And in order for you to get the best price that you can, you want the house to show as well as it can, even if it has been severely compromised. So for example, we can now advertise compassionate removal of possums because, I don't know, who knew that would be attacked? We were tasked with clearing out a triplex, two bedrooms, one bedroom, 3 small garages and breezeways, and we filled 21 dumpsters, 40 yards. And in that clearing, one of my team members moved a box, and there was Mama Possum with all the babies, and she was pissed. And David just gathered her up. And there was a field across the street, and so compassionate removal of possums. We're working in a house in Hermosa. Pigeons found a home in Hermosa. They weren't homing pigeons, but they found a really nice place to live. And the client has a severe brain disorder, and the house is in severely compromised condition. So I understand that when you're out canvassing, when you're out doing the hard work, I have to say, and step back, aside from me, realtors in Los Angeles are the most hardest working people, bar none. I know that there's so much out there that has your name on it. It's how do you make that connection? So when you're out door knocking, when you're out canvassing, and you have somebody answer the door and she's like, I would love to move with my daughter in Fort Lauderdale, and then she points behind her and says, but look at this mess. I will meet you there. We'll get it done. We'll get the house on the market. And my goal is to help you get to your goals. I have expertise in working with people with hoarding, not hoarding disorder, ADHD. So I'm, so many realtors seem to have ADHD. It's astounding. I'm not pointing fingers. But what I notice is when you have these brain-based conditions, your relationship with time, emotions. I look at public storage units and I think it's the land of emotional mismanagement because it's filled with things that people think they may need someday, and or filled with things that people gave them a long time ago, and how can I do them a service? And I'll feel so guilty if I let go of grandma's locker. Another component of the work that we do is we do these really cool online estate sale auctions. And has anybody heard of Max Sold? Yeah. Have you used them? What do you think?
I love it. You get the wackiest things. Sometimes you get treasures that are actually like, we bought a cookie jar made by an artist, was a one-off,
Yeah.
and it's worth $1,000. We paid $5. Yeah.
So Max Sold is a Canadian company with a big platform in the US. And it's this online estate sale auction concept. So I send in a team, I have 12 employees, 12 hourly employees, 3 full-time employees, and we could cover any kind of job. We do a lot of online estate sale auctions. So when you're, I noticed that there's also a lot of folks doing probate work, and again, cash flow problems and probate work. So we'll send a team of 3 in, and they will catalog the house for the auction. The auction goes live, so we catalog the auction. It uploads to a link. We send the link to the family saying, "Are you sure you want to sell anything?" And they go, "Yes, but pull grandma's rocker." Rocker comes out of the catalog, and then the link goes live for 10 days. Back up. When my team is cataloging the contents of the house, they're setting up lots of lots. So one lot will be a bookcase. The next lot would be the shelf on the bookcase with all the tchotchkes and books, and then so on and so on. Another lot would be a bathroom counter grouping, towel holder, toothpaste, soap dish. So we create lots of lots, and every lot starts at $1. It's crazy. And people bid for 10 days. The bargains are incredible. So check it out, maxsold.com. It's a 70-30 split between the client and Max Sold. We earn our money on the front end doing the cataloging. When the auction is over, the winning bidders get an email saying, "Hey, you won. Here's a link to pay." And sometimes they're paying $5 for something that retail or keeping goodwill, it would bring more. But they get the email, "Here's where you pay," and then the next email is, "Here's the day, time, and address to show up to pick up your item." My team is back at the house for pickup day, and then Richard, our hauler, will come by at the end of all this, and he'll pack up the broken pottery and the stuff from the rafters of the garage and the e-waste and the paint waste and all of that. We are turnkey, whatever you need. What we have found with this process is that our clients come close, break even, or make money. It's a way to mitigate the cost of clearing out. And it's a way for people's treasured items to get a second use, or sometimes a third use. We ask the family, are there family stories about things that may have a bigger value, that maybe it shouldn't go into a $1 sale? And there are collections in air quotes sometimes. But if we see things that are really distinctive and ought to be in front of a traditional auction company, we'll partner. We partner with Bonhams and Sotheby's and John Moran. So truly, I am a resource for you, bar none. I know everybody, I know everything, but I don't know who I don't know. I know who knows. Yes.
So the start to finish of that process, it seems to me, is about 3 weeks.
Exactly. It's about 3.5 weeks. We typically catalog 1 to 4 days, depending on the volume. Sometimes we're in houses where the volume is so many. It'll be broken into 2 sales. So we'll do cataloging like the front half of the house, and then do the sale, and then the back half of the house. So 1 to 4 days, 10 days in the bidding, and then 1 to 2 days for the pickup. And then Richard usually will show up on a Monday and just grab up everything and take it. Questions?
So you have anything left that is trash, kind of, that is not, nobody was going to buy it.
So 2 things. The question is, so the stuff that's left over, what do you do with it? So at the end of the auction, when my team goes into the house and they notice that, and they already have a printout of what did it. There's items that nobody bid on. It's like there's a reason for that. It just has no value to anybody. So when Richard is there, he'll divide. If there's stuff that could be donated, we'll donate, and then the rest of it goes into the landfill. We want to be responsible with how we're dealing with these artifacts of life, and if they can get a second use, get a second use. Yeah. It depends on what they want. The question is, how does a seller get the money? And I have such good fortune. In February of 2011, I put out my first ad for my first assistant on Craigslist. And I met Mary, straight girl with a tool belt and pink nail polish. I'm like, who are you? And Mary went on a job with me, and it was a very severe boarding situation. She fixed the vacuum in no time. Like, don't ever leave me if she hasn't. One of the things about Mary is that she's hyper responsible and hyper on top of it. So as soon as the paperwork starts for the max sold auction, Mary's in touch with the client. How do you want to be paid? Do you want a bank check? Do you want it ACH funds? You know, do we need to make the check out to the trust? I mean, we want to make sure all the I's are dotted, T's are crossed, decimal points are in place, and it's a really good effect. And the clients love that if Grandma's rocker does stay in the auction, that somebody else is going to enjoy it.
So how do you get paid? Besides that, do you have any other fees?
Yeah, so we get paid on the front end doing the cataloging. So in my company, one organizer going out, yesterday we sent out an organizer and an assistant, and it's $200 an hour for the two of them. One organizer is $125. And one of the other things that we're tasked with, we can go in and we'll declutter and we'll do a staging of the house of what's available. I have two people on my team that are just wicked smart when it comes to aesthetic and design, and they'll look around and they'll start removing things. We did a walkthrough with a KW agent in Los Feliz, and Mary was with him yesterday, and they staged the whole house, and the photographs are happening today, and we're just using the client's things. I do not have a warehouse. We'll just, we'll take out the stuff that looks awful. We'll clear all the surfaces, just make it really, really nice for you. And then, it's going to be sold in a day. I just did a TED Talk.
Was it your first TikTok?
It's my first TED Talk. It's called No Bras Required. Think about it.
Any additional questions for Regina?
No. I left you a brochure. We do a lot of older adult downsizing, and Chip Flip doesn't need this. And if you want to be in a raffle for a book, this is my book. It's called Psychic Debris, Crowded Closets, the Relationship Between the Stuff in Your Head and What's Under Your Bed. I love titles. And, this one is called Emotional Labor, Why a Woman's Work is Never Done and What to Do About It. TED Talk, No Bra Required. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Great information. That was her second comedian, by the way. Good information, and I definitely understand, that growth when it comes to families that do have significant others that are hoarders. Not that my mom is a severe hoarder, but there's a lot of things she does not need to keep. I'll probably be reaching out to you sometime in the near future. But, she's not that bad, but she is pretty bad. All right, so you can purchase the Millionaire Real Estate Agent playbook if you want to take a screenshot of it. The IA Real Estate Agent, you can it's a online platform, so I don't think you need to purchase only if you want the hard copy, I believe. But again, it's $20 shipping. I think it's like $25. This is the one that I was talking to you about 2 weeks ago that you can get. It's really the meat and potatoes of what we should be doing as we are in the trenches of this last quarter, and then ultimately just a bigger perspective of our jobs and our responsibilities to really navigate and understand how the Millionaire Real Estate book, defines and ultimately how you can become a super rock star real estate entrepreneur. Okay, and we were named America's Best Employer for Women, so 2023. Awesome. Great leaders, by the way. Okay, next slide. Okay, now let's go into something more serious, right? All right, so let me go ahead and share my computer. I'm going to change it up a little bit. And the reason I want to change it is because I'm going to use InfoSparks. Who uses InfoSparks? Anybody? No one uses InfoSparks?
I don't.
What?
It sparked my interest.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's a third comedian. Dina, you're on fire. You are on fire. All right, so InfoSparks is for anyone that has a CRMLS. This is part of your membership, you know, that you can have. It's coincides with the MLS, the Multiple Listing Service. InfoSparks is just a great data information that you can pull. And what it does, it pulls all of the information from the MLS. So I did 4 cities. I did City of Torrance, City of Lomita, City of Redondo Beach, City of Manhattan Beach as well. Now, the cool thing is you can pick any city and get, you know, the data that you need. The cool thing about it is it has where you can do a bar. It can go 2, 3, or even 5 years. You can do roll-ups of 3 to 6 months as well. And then on the very bottom, it gives you all of the information such as new listings, active listings, month supplies, price per square foot, pending, percentage of last list price, closed sales, percentage of original price, total close size, sales price, close value, shows to contact, days on market, and shows per listings. And you can manipulate the system by grid. You can manipulate it by zip code. You can also do it by zoning as well. You can go all property type, or you can be very specific as well, such as condo or townhome if you really want to get data. If you're focused on the farm area and you just want to do residential, then you can just say residential. If you want to do condominiums, you can do condominiums. Then the sub property types, and it provides you with all. You can be as really tight on these numbers as you want, and then it populates this information. So if you look here, what I did was a 2-year rollback and a 3-month rollback as well, meaning last year's to this year's. All right. So if you look at the city of Torrance, Lomita, Redondo Beach, and Manhattan Beach, new listings back in 2022, we had 367 new listings that came on the market in Torrance. This year, so far, we're at 274. 274, which is down 25.3%. Okay. City of Lomita, 2022, 43. This year, we're at 36, down 16.3. Redondo Beach, 237. This year, minus 19.4. And then Manhattan Beach, we had 112. And this year, we're at 19.6. We're down again. Okay. That's new listings. Active listings. Look at the numbers compared to last year's. Significant, right? Big difference, right? Last year, we had 196 active listings. 104 this year, down 46.9. 30 in the city of Lomita, 14, down 53%. City of Redondo, we were at 132 in 2022, 88 this year, down 33.3. And then city of Manhattan, 87 in 2022, down 18.4 this year. Penny. Okay. Again, utilizing the 4 cities, we had pending in 2022, 279. This year in 2023 is 247. We're down 11.5. Lomita 27, 25 this year. Redondo 163. This year 140, 141. Are you seeing the trajectory on this? Is it going up? Is it stabilizing, or is it down from last year? Okay, why is this important? Why is this vital? Why is this crucial in having these conversations with your clients?
Educated clients.
Educate the clients. Absolutely. What else? Put realistic facts in front of your clients, right? When a seller is not realistic in the numbers, data does not lie, folks, right? And here's your proven fact right here that the information that you're gathering is straight from the MLS, where most of all third-party sites gather the information. You got one of the best tools in your tool chest, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Utilize it at a very high capacity. Because when I'm having a conversation with the seller, I want data to back me up because I don't know everything, right? But what I know is to go to the source that gives me the information so I can have an intelligent conversation with the consumer. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Let's look at closed sales. Okay. So 310, 2022, 278. 2023 down 10.3%. These are closed sales. 29, 45. We're actually up 55.2 from last year to this year. Interesting facts. Okay. 193 last year, 168. 97, 84, down 13.4. Okay. Now, what's so cool is you can say like, okay, let's go to percentage of original price. Let's say medium or average, we're going to leave it as medium. What does this mean? That means when you list the property, right, how close is it to that asking price? If it's at asking, is it above asking, or if it's below asking? Does that make sense? So it gives you the percentages where you're at. City of Torrance in 2022 was 101.6 above asking. So if you do the arithmetic on this, right, it's just, you list it at this price and you ultimately close it at this price, right? In 2023, it went up a little bit from 1.1.6 to 101.7. Lomita 101.5, and then this year is 101.8. Redondo Beach 101.2. Okay, and this year is 100.7 minus 5%, and then the city of Manhattan was 100% of actual list price. So if you list the property for 2.5 million, it's over 2.5 million. Does that kind of make sense? This year it actually went down a little bit, 99% last year. So what does this tell us? What is this as an indicator? Who said that? We're still holding steady. We're still holding steady, even though the rates are up. Does that make sense? You guys, where I'm going with this? So it would definitely be a big impact if from last year to this year we were down, right? Obviously, if it goes down, what does that mean? Property value is going down, but that's not the case. Even though we have high interest rate, folks, it's still holding strong. And they predict that it's going to continue as we in the trenches of fourth quarter and into 2024, which is a good thing. But again, if you're not having these conversations with your clients, scarcity is a lot of people's fear, right? It's our job to educate our clients, right? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I have a question.
Yes.
One of the things I've noticed in my industry is that our clearing of estates and our packing is happening, and houses selling is happening more with older adults who have died. That's a huge bulk of our business, where before COVID, it was pretty evenly divided. People leaving town because they want to get out of California, or people dying. So is this home sale reflection of just the natural progression of life? People are dying and the houses are being sold, or is it families moving, or is that this statistics reflect that?
Well, it's a combination of many variables, right? Because it can be people, you know, leaving out of the state of California, people upgrading, downgrading, people buying investment properties. So, and then people that are older as well, you know, that takes into consideration the factor as well. Okay. All right, so let's look at days on market from 2022 to this year. The city of Torrance, days on market was 9 days on market. And again, no changes this year in 2023. We're at 9. City of Lomita was 8 in 2022, and in 2023, that's 11 days on market. Redondo Beach, 9 in 2022, and in 2023 was 8 days on market, and then Manhattan Beach, 9 in 2022 and 11 in 2023. So steady 37.5 and then down 11.1 for the city of Redondo Beach and 22.2 in Manhattan Beach. So again, looking at the stats, looking at many variables, right? This is why it's important to constantly be checking the MLS, right? Okay, because that's our job. That's what we need to know. We need to know the inventory, right? You want to be the local economist, knowing if you're focused in Torrance, focused in Lomita, focused in Redondo Beach, Manhattan, Carson, Lawndale, Hawthorne, right? All of the cities. You want to be the local economist to that. Does that make sense? Okay. Any questions so far? This information vital? Critical, right? Yes. So all of you, when you go in on a listing appointment, right, you're going to have this information so you can put realistic numbers with the seller. Because guess what? Sellers believe that their home is worth a lot more than what it actually is. So having a great presentation, right, backing it up with the data, information, what we call CMA, comparable market analysis, right, which is vital. Knowing what's active, what's under contract, what's pending, and what has actually sold. Now, if you talk to an appraiser, you know, they're going to say, well, you should be looking at close transactions in the last 90 days, right? Because the market, even though it's kind of wonky, it's still changing rapidly, right? But it all depends on the area. You cannot find any information or data, and that can happen where a specific subject property in a 1 mile radius, you cannot find good comps, and you need to push that out a little bit more, right? So that way you can get a concise understanding, because we're not in the babysitting industry, right? We're not here to babysit homes, we're here to sell homes. Rapid fire. As soon as you list it, you want to get it in 5 to 8 days in escrow and close. Okay? And keep it as a conveyor belt, right? Consistency, right? All of you have it. Now utilize what you have. Okay? I'll do one more and we'll continue. So let's go with price per square foot. Okay. So again, these are averages. City of Torrance back in 2022 was $664 per square feet. This year, it's $658 per square feet. So it went down. Okay, so it's down. City of Lomita was 566, 567 this year, 833 in 2022, and 2023 in the city of Redondo Beach was 833, which stabilized from last year. And then Manhattan was down 3% from 1,418 per square feet to 1,3776. Okay, and the cool thing is you can share this live as well. All you have to do is just go to the share here, and then you have different stats that you can do, even a live one that you can do it as a presentation. So, okay, questions, thoughts? Okay, all right, well, let's continue. I hope this information was good. Vital. All right, so now let's go ahead and continue with our slide, please. What do we have going up? All right, we have Mr. Reese. What's up, Chris? Football, baby.
Yeah, man, it's football here. But we'll get to that in a second. So when we hit the talk about the elephant in the room, rates, we all know they're high. They're still hovering mid to high sevens. They're stubbornly high. Looks like they're going to continue that trend. The Fed are going to meet in a couple of weeks. We don't anticipate them doing anything this month, but on the board, possibly November. Some are saying we're going to see one more rate increase before the end of the year. We're not sure. However, with that said, we do understand the rates are pressured to go higher slightly, but even at these elevated levels, we see that for this data, prices, our homes are selling, right? So it's not interest rate driven. And that's kind of what I want to talk about, is we have to educate the sellers and the buyers. This is the perfect opportunity to buy, even with rates high, because we know the writing is on the wall. Rates are going to slide in 2024. And people are going to be able to refi back into rates of 5%. But they can only refi if they own a home. So if they don't buy now, when the rates slide, they can't refi. Yes, they'll potentially get a lower rate when they go to purchase, but there's thousands of other people that are thinking the same thing, right? So you're going to have elevated prices because now there's more demand. What happens when there's a lot of demand and the scarcity of supply? Values will go up. That's just the way it is. So we have to educate the buyers that this is the perfect opportunity to get out there and buy something with the potential of refinancing down the road. Now, a lot of you guys send me your pre-qualifications, and when I'm talking to your clients, I'm letting them know the reality of where the market is today. Rates are at 7.75. Here's your PITI. But I'm also explaining to them what it's going to look like at 5.25%, 5%. So they can see visually what that payment will look like when they refi 6, 12 plus months down the road. So I'm not just telling them about today, but also preparing them for the future, because rates are going to come down. Now, they haven't come down. Feds are meeting in a couple of weeks. We do anticipate that the verbiage coming out is going to start playing better into the market. A couple of things I wanted to point out. The recession is there. It's looming. Once they get there, we're going to see potential reversal of what the Feds are doing. How long that would take, we don't know. But truly, it's always been the definition of a recession is 2 consecutive negative growth GDP for the quarter. Consecutive. We hit that. We hit that last July. Fed said, no, we're not going to do that. We look at other factors. Then we looked at the inverted yield curve, which I keep hearing explained to you guys a few months ago. We hit that. They still said, no, we're not going to do that because unemployment's been stubbornly low. Well, that was true until last week. You saw the chicken and armor happen last week. Unemployment rate went 3.5, 3.8. It's starting to go up. Once we hit that, they're going to have to label this a recession, which potentially in the future is going to be good for us because rates will come down. But that comes back to the whole thing, right? You can't refi into a lower interest rate if you don't own a house. So it's really important to get that message out so we can get people into homes.
Chris, what I'm hearing is defaults are up 33%. I'm getting several emails every week from previous banks I've dealt with. They're trying to get me on the list, but the default rate is up 33%. I even had a client call me and asked me how to get his friend got his house foreclosed on. So it was out of the area. And they're trying to, they sold it for more than of course, we're both going on property, trying to find out how to get the over, and back up. Have you looked into the default rate or?
We have. So we get a lot of reports, and you're right. So it's kind of a misleading number. Defaults are up 33%. Oh my God, that's high. Well, wait a minute. The default rate was 0.01. So yes, it increased 33%. Now it's 0.015. Right? Okay, so that's extremely low. People are sitting on tons of equity. Every report we have is like, yes, it's growing, but that's kind of a miscalculation if you look at just the percentage. Yes, it's high, but where was it before? It's extremely low. So we don't really anticipate a lot of that coming to the market. At least not in the next few quarters, that's for sure. So again, I just, piggybacking off what Simon was saying earlier about being educated, talking to your clients, getting the information out there, because it's really important you guys can convey that message to them that if they buy now, they're going to benefit later when they come to the refi. Which kind of leads me into the next slide. We are going to have a first-time homebuyer seminar again. It's going to be in October. It's Saturday, October 14th.
September 28th.
Well, that's the trick. So the actual seminar will be the 14th. We're just not putting on the calendar, or it's on the calendar, but we don't have the slide yet. You'll have it. But it's going to be Saturday the 14th, 10:30. You guys have seen them before. These things are great events. There are about 8 people that come into this room. It's a great event for them. They get a lot of knowledge. And the reason why we want to push that is because right now is a good opportunity for these first-time home buyers to use the down payment assistance program before rates go down and all the buyers come back. Then all of a sudden you're back into the multiple offer situation and you can't get those people in with the low downs. So we're going to do a training in preparation of that seminar on the 28th, 11 o'clock in this room. It is going to be a lunch and learn. So come, I will feed you twice with knowledge and food so that you guys prepare for the seminar that's going to happen on the 14th. Okay, so put that in your calendars, please. And then hit me back RSVP so I know how many people I gotta provide food for. All right, with that said, let's get to the fun stuff. Yes, Fans Football is here. We are having our draft tonight. There's about 20 people in the office. It's great. We have 2 leagues, so that's gonna be really fun. But we're also doing the weekly pickups. So if you haven't filled one out, we've got about 15 people so far. It's $5 to join. Winner takes all. All you do is you fill out who you think is going to win. No point spread. You just pick it out because, well, I like the color of that team, right? Whatever it is. Pick on the home, away, it doesn't matter. And then you do the tiebreaker at the end. I've got it where you can Venmo me the $5 or you can scan it, text it to me, however you'd like. But it's great for the office to be able to every week have your pick 'em. We'll do it every week here. So see me after the meeting if you guys want to play. If you haven't filled one out yet. I'm playing too. Simon's playing. He's playing fantasy football too. What's your team name?
The in zone Renegades.
That's it. All right, guys. Any questions? All right. Have a good week.
Thank you. All right, some upcoming events that we got going on. So next slide, our monthly events, KW Military Learn Series, KWYP Mastermind, Nucleus for KW Commercials, Operations, Luxury, and Color of Real Estate. Next slide. All right, just a friendly reminder, we have our Wednesday contract Q&A with Broker Associate Steve Gottlieb. This is tonight at 7 p.m. via Zoom. If you're interested, please make sure you put in the ID and the password. Anything to add, Steve, to that?
Tonight is actually my last contract Q&A.
Okay.
So be there if you would like to be able to take advantage.
Beautiful. Awesome. Okay, cool. All right, next slide, please. All right, friendly reminder, this Friday, September 8th at 8 a.m., I have Maureen Lee, one of our KW South Bay agents, doing the Producers Club this Friday. So she's in Colorado. I confirm she's awesome. She still does business. Wow, she lives in Colorado. So it's going to be a great segue and a conversational piece to talk to her on Friday. So please, 8 o'clock. I know Nina's consistently on those up here with mindset and always has great nuggets to add. So I expect it to be on there as well.
Oh, yeah.
All right, next slide. Okay, quick friendly reminder, this Friday I got the boys, the guys helping me with, we changed it up a little bit. We usually do our pancake event. We're gonna do our breakfast burritos. We like breakfast burritos. Yummy, come on. So this Friday, September 8th, 9:30 to 10:30 here at the KW Lounge. Myself, Chris Baker, and I also have Carlos going to be helping me with the breakfast burrito. So all are welcome, okay? Bring your family. We're going to have plenty of food to us, sir, okay? This Friday. All right. Next slide. And then just a quick reminder, we got verified new workshop. This will be September 12th. You want to, yeah,
I'll remind you. We got to keep some fun going. Right?
Yeah, let's do it.
First thing we got to tell you, my grandfather taught me 10 years ago that it's better be a smart ass than a dumbass. So welcome to the club. Before I talk about this product, so we're starting a new business. It's a topless card service. It's going to be called Boober. So if you're interested, way too serious around here. So on my 30-year real estate journey, we've gotten to a place where I feel that the real estate transaction process is severely out of whack. And Tammy and I have tested this for 5 years. We've beta tested this in Colorado for many years, and we are introducing nationally this system, the verified selling system. It's unique. So for those of you who want to hear some interesting stats, did you know nationally residential real estate, 30% of the time, those properties that are under contract come back on the market? Did you know almost 90% of every property that goes under contract are renegotiating the terms? Did you know that over 80% of properties that go under contract have delays? So we've created a system to not only educate you on how a transaction should go, a better way for it to go, but more importantly, we provide you with some amazing training, tools, forms, resources, and a complete lead generation and nurturing system to go with it. So we're introducing this on Tuesday, September 12th at 1 o'clock here in the training room. And then that's our soft launch. And then this is going to be a national program. So we're inviting you all to come learn a new way to do real estate. So that's all I got. Awesome. Yeah, thank you.
Where's that photo? Is that out in Colorado, by the way? That photo? That looks like from Colorado. Or at least Austin. It looks like Austin, very green. All right, next slide. Okay, just a quick reminder, next Tuesday, September 12th, 3 to 4, what laws apply to limited rent increase? So this is a new platform that CER has brought and launched. So I'm going to be talking and doing a presentation every Tuesdays at 3 o'clock is contract class. So I want to see more participation. Okay, we talk about RPAs, listing agreements, disclosures, and all that fun stuff. So that's going to be the topic next Tuesday, September 12th. All right, next slide. And then Maria has a escrow Q&A Monday, September 18th at 2 p.m. here in the training room. Maria? Oh, hey, what's up? And a quick.
Any questions about that escrow? And if you wanted to know about what I do in that room, just like pull my hair out. Yeah. Oh yeah, her check she hears that. But no, yeah, bring all your questions, concerns, any kind of scenario you want to go over, and we'll talk about it. How we get through this. Okay.
Beautiful. Awesome. All right. Next slide. And quick friendly reminder, Wednesday, September 20th, we have our chili cook-off. Okay, we had great participation last year. I expect great participation this year as well. Again, September, it's going to be right after our team meeting. Please make sure to let Natalie know if you're going to be entering to be part of the contest. Okay, we're going to pick the best chili. Okay. Any questions? No, that's a Natalie question. I don't think there's categories. It's just whoever.
Just
Yes.
best chili.
Say again.
No category, just the best chili.
Awesome. There you go. There you go. Awesome. Thanks, Nat. You sounded awesome too, by the way.
Yeah.
Came out, usually comes out a little wonky too as well. Awesome. Thanks to Manny with the new camera. All right, next slide. All right, just before we do this, I know, is Fernando still here? Yeah, Fernando, I know you wanted to just bring us up to speed on something.
Yeah, we're gonna do the luncheon guides. We're gonna do the home funded guides. The trainers are gonna be on via Zoom. From California, where he's at. Next Wednesday, we're gonna bring in we've got a nice lunch for you guys. I'm thinking Italian, so pasta, antipasta salad, garlic bread, and Doug will be on. Like I told you guys last time, if you know nothing, have no business, don't know a thing, you've never done a sale in real estate, I've seen this work. I've seen how it's prepared. He's going to show you all the ins and outs. This is a game changer for next year as we prepare to change, you know, in 24. Okay. Home funded is crowdfunding for your down payment and closing costs. Typically on a loan, you can talk to Chris and myself. Only a relative is allowed to give you funds. But now we found a way to circumvent it where friends, relatives, your employer, anybody can donate and you can carry it for as long as you want. So once you get this word out, he's going to show you how to set up the website, pitch it out. It is going to be a game changer for you guys. I've seen this. It is amazing. It is amazing. And let's mention, wait a minute. I didn't know this so recently. He has massive amounts of big corporations, Target, Walmart, all this. If you're their family, friends, and all that buy products or if any of those stores through their link, a percentage of that goes into their account. So there's all kinds of side effects. Incredible. So it's going to be next. He's going to do a 15-minute presentation during the meeting. So
Thanks, Fernando. All right. Last but not least, any listings coming soon that you want to pitch? Yeah.
I have a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath in Riverside. We can market in 2 weeks, and just got a listing today in NorCal, so Oakland. It's gonna be a townhome, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, and it's gonna be listed just under $1 million.
Beautiful. Thank you. Anyone else? Going once, going twice. All right. Yeah, Jim.
I have a cash buyer right now for San Pedro, 2 to 3 bedroom. I like it in perfect condition. Doesn't have to be 1,500 square feet or under. We have the 900,000 cash. We're ready to go. We have an offer on something, but just like everything else in this crazy market, there's multiple offers. So we're cash buyers and ready to go. 14-day closing.
Beautiful. Awesome. All right. Well, that concludes our teaching. Thank you very much.